is Ms. V. Today we're going to be practicing solving division problems using partial quotients. So first let's start small. I have my dividend, my divisor, and the quotient will go on the top. So first I think how many times will 7 go into 28? I might know this off the top of my head as 4, but let's say that I'm not positive. Right? I might try 2. I don't know, 7 times 2 is 14. I subtract and I get another 14. So I know 7 times 2 again, because I multiply my divisor times whatever is on the side over here. 7 times 2 again is another 14. I subtract and I get 0. My answer, or my quotient, is going to be whatever this equals, the sum of these numbers. So 2 plus 2 is 4. My quotient is 4. Okay, with the same type of problem, it's just into the next place value. Let's look at the next one. We have 280 divided by 7. 7 times, I know now that 4 is 28, so I'm going to multiply by 40. 7 times 40 is 280. I subtract and I get 0. My quotient is 40. Now again, let's say you weren't sure that 7 times 40 equaled 280. You could try multiplying it by a smaller number out here and you would still eventually get to the right answer, which is really nice about partial quotient. You don't have to know the exact answer right off the top of your head. Let's look over here, 615 divided by 5. So I know I always look for friendly numbers. So I tell my students times 1, times 10, times 100, times 1,000. Use those friendly numbers to help you. So for this one, I know my friendly number will be times 100. 5 times 100 is 500. And I subtract and I get 115. Then I think, well, what facts do I know? I could do a smaller fact. I could do times 10 and I would still eventually get to the right answer, but I'm going to try times 20. 5 times 20 is 100. I subtract and I get 15. 5 times 3 is 15. I subtract and I get 0. Now again, I need to add up all of these numbers on the side. Anything that I multiplied with my divisor, that's going to be my quotient. So I get 100 plus 20 plus 3 is 123. Now I'm done. Luckily, no remainder for any of these. If you did have a remainder, you would just write R and then whatever number you're left with on the side. Okay, 2,115 divided by 5. Again, I look at my divisor. How many times can I multiply this to get close to 2,115? I can't use really any of my friendly numbers. I'm not going to be able to use it times 10, times 100, times 1,000. But maybe I want to do 200. And again, I remind the students that we have 5 times 2 is 10, and I can add my 2 zeros in case multiplying numbers like this is a little challenging for them. When I subtract, I get a 5, a 1, 1, and 1. So I'm going to actually do the same thing again, because now that this is a little bit smaller, I can see that 1,000 would be the perfect number to take out from 1,115. So times 200 again. 5 times 200 is 1,000. Subtract and I get 115. Now I know that 5 times 200 was 1,000, so if I go one place value smaller, I should get an answer that's a place value smaller. So 5 times 20 is 100. Sometimes students need the visual. They go far left times far right. The answer goes in the middle. So I will now get I just get 15. 5 times 3 is 15. And now I'm out of room, but I subtract and I get 0. I have no remainder again. My answer is 200 plus 200 plus 20 plus 3, which is 423.